Welcome everyone to the August meeting of the West Wimmera Shire Council. If we could all please be upstanding. David, if you could please read the acknowledgements and the prayer.
The West Wimmera Shire Council acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet and pays respect to the elders past, present and emerging. Let us pray. Almighty God, we humbly ask your blessing upon this council. Guide and prosper our decisions to the advancement of your glory and the true welfare of the people of West Wimmera Shire. Amen.
Item 4.1, apologies. I don't believe we have any. 4.2, we have no leave of absence. 4.3, are there any declarations of conflicts of interest? If not, we'll move to item 5, which is questions from the gallery. Have we received any written questions? We have no written questions. So we're here at 5.2 for verbal questions without notice. Is the gallery going to ask questions?
I think that's one or two I'd like to ask.
That's fine. Not a problem. Well, we need to suspend standing orders to do that. And just so you know, that's a privilege for council to suspend standing orders to take questions from the gallery. We'll just ask if anyone's prepared to move that motion. Councillor Pretlove, seconded by Councillor Houlihan. No discussion. All in favour? That is carried. Right, so you did say one or two. Well, the rules are you are allowed 2 questions, and they do need to be a question, and we'll try and provide an answer. This isn't a debate or something like that. It's just a simple chance to ask a question, and we'll try our best to answer. Please don't be offended if we decide to say we'll take that on notice, because
that's fine.
Because sometimes we'll give you the best answer, and you know we want to give you the most informed answer we can provide. So if you'd just like to say your name and where you're from for the minutes.
Alan Sandbell.
Just location will be fine, but that's okay. And what's your first question, Alan?
When I realise you hire or contract Nelsons to remove trees and such, and I think they do a good job. I'm not knocking them at all. They're very efficient. There's a tree that was removed in the Lions Park, and it was supposed to be dead, and it probably was. That's why it's removed. And I watched them. They took quite a while to do it because it's quite a big job. They put the whole tree through the mulcher. It was about from here to the table long, a nice log about 40 centimetres, which the men's shed could have used. If I was fit enough, I would have grabbed it. But they chopped that into foot blocks and then threw that in the mulcher, which takes a lot of effort and I think costs a lot of money. And I'm just my question was that wondering, is that the new way of removing trees, or why couldn't that log be chopped up and dumped somewhere down the tip for somebody to have for firewood, or the men's shed could use it? It seemed a long time to put that butt through. The limbs are fair enough, but it took ages.
Okay.
Just something to think about.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll take that one as on notice then.
Yeah, that's right.
Again, it's an operational matter, so perhaps we can't really comment on it here at council, especially not as councillors. But again, yeah, we'll look into that and provide you with an answer.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You have a second question?
Oh, I really haven't.
No, that's all.
Yeah, there was something I wanted. I think I wrote a suggestion on that forum thing. The playground down at Lions Park again. They've talked to the maintenance man who covers the whole area. It's got a big area to cover. He talked about fixing the retaining wall on the north side of it. It's just got treated sleepers and they're on a bit of a lean. And he talked about putting concrete, which is good, very expensive, but it lasts forever. However, my idea was that why not, council have got front end loaders, access to big rocks. They could put big rocks against the existing wall, covered with dirt, and not just a sharp slope, a slope going back quite a few metres so that you could walk up and mow up there with a rider mower without tipping over. Just another suggestion I thought would be a lot cheaper, because you've got plenty of dirt around the place and plenty of rocks to fill it up for a start.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, thank you.
We'll take the suggestion on board. That's fine. Just so you know, we do have master plans to do developments up there at the Lions Park. We're just trying to find some funding and do a fairly major redevelopment there. So,
so that's an ongoing.
Yeah. So we'll take that into consideration when we look at all that as well. So thank you, Ellen. Is anyone prepared to move that we resume standing orders? Moved by Councillor Petworth, seconded by Councillor Houlihan. All in favour? That is carried. We have our delegates' reports. Over the last month, I have been quite busy. We've had a catch up with the Wimmera Southern Mallee Central Highlands MAV grouping, and that was quite a productive little meeting, sharing all our issues in our local region. I was able to attend the Eton Hope Lions Club changeover, and again, as a Shire, we're really thankful for all the work the Lions Club do in the communities. Similar with the Grote Lions Club, again, that was a very well-run event and quite a good meal as well. We've had our training over that same period, which again, I'm sure all councillors will probably speak to. And again, it's one of those things that the government makes us do, 2 days of mandatory training. I'm sure we're all feeling very indoctrinated after that. And otherwise, the rest can be taken as read. Councillor Hobbs.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the training, the 2 days. I thought it was brilliant. I particularly liked, the highlight for me was actually revisiting all of the De Bono's 6 hat thinking, because it was something I, remember reading about 10 years ago. But yeah, the idea that we put on various different hats, white, red hat, blue hat for the blue sky thinking. I got a lot out of it. Other than that, very pleasing to hear at the Coffee and Cat that the Eden Hope Ampol has been taken over. It's always good to see, good business, new businesses coming in or businesses being sold. The bakery opened in Coniva, which has been it's been a long time coming. The visual displays that she's done have been brilliant. 10 new jobs created with another 2 coming up. Very nice vibe when you walk in. That's a bit of an excitement, and it's good to see a business that's actually bringing people to the town and encouraging people to stop. I called in to have a look at the new apartments. They're done to a luxury finish opposite the caravan park, the Baker Free apartments. There's one which is it's getting extremely good bookings, and there's another one that's nearly finished. But really, Cara and Vivian should be absolutely congratulated. Like, it's just lifted the standards so much of accommodation. I also attended the opening of the Mygunya Farm Stay, and Catherine Champness has just put so much time and thought into doing that. It's an entire experience that people get when they stay there. You get the breakfast pack, all the attention to detail. It's very Instagrammable. It's very Visit Victoria. It's very much the destination, the farm experience, all local produce, Bob Bones breakfast packs, and it's exciting. And then, of course, the Wiregrass launch, and that went off really, really well. That is a project where really tried to emphasise cross promotion of the broader, Wimmera Mallee. And it's pleasing to see that both national and state, I don't know what you want to call them, but anyway, they've very keen to constantly keep all of those oral histories that I've been working on for the last couple of years. So that's about all from me.
Thank you, Councillor Hobbs. Councillor Hicks.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm pleased to see, looking around to my colleagues, that all our lobotomy scars are healing well after the mandatory training, and I'm sure we'll feel a lot better knowing that the brainwashing sessions were perfectly fine. I attended the Rail Freight Alliance meeting in Melbourne last Friday. Right, the Rail Freight Alliance has been very active in supporting the council in trying to get the Surbiton rail crossing upgraded to include boom gates and lights. It would be one of the most dangerous crossings, I believe, between Adelaide and Melbourne. And the council has been advocating for at least 10 years and maybe even 15 years to get that done. Rail Freight Alliance have also been supporting us and using their contacts within the government and within ARTC and VicRail to progress that upgrade. We understand the latest news is that the upgrade will be completed by late October or early November. And they do assure me that will be 2026 and not some other date into the future. Nevertheless, when it's done, it will be a very significant safety feature for the Shire. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Hicks. Councillor Pretlove.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As read, with the inclusion of attending the Farmers' Day, which was a forum held in Gurrook last Friday, I put on the Jammac Stud and the Gurrook AMP Society. And fantastic day. Well done to Grant Heusler and Tara Rich, was well attended, and 4 guest speakers. Very nice lunch, and just a great day being a farmer, and really informative. So thank you and well done. That's all for me. Thank you.
Councillor Pretlove, thank you. Councillor Houlihan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, attended the training days in Warwick Nabil. I thought they were exceptionally good. The lady Dawn Bray that ran them, obviously a lady of a lot of experience in local government. I was very dubious about going to it. I thought this would be them just telling me what I've been through for the last 10 years, but no, it was exceptionally good. Just one of those shows you go to and you're a bit negative about it. Well, I came home very positive about it. Last week went to the Gurrook Community Farm Forum. Just people who look to the future ran this event. I'm suggesting it will be a big boost to Gurrook in years to come. You won't see the immediate benefits of a day like that, but I thought it was exceptional what happened. Just something that happened to me the other day. I was on the rider mower, and I mow every year about 300 metres along the edge of the road in front of my house and the neighbours and that sort of thing. And I was doing it here 2 weeks ago and getting along. I see this police car coming towards me. But surely they're not. Anyway, they pulled up right. I pulled over when I saw them, and they pulled up right beside me. And it was our 2 policemen from down the road here in Edenhope. And ever since I've been on the Shire, I reckon that the local police station down here has been taking students over to South Australia on an educational tour. Yeah, over at Flinders Range there. But, and to me, they're the sort of things we've got to have. The worst thing you can do of a morning is get up and turn the radio on at 7 o'clock and see what our children are up to. And I believe what our local police are doing here with an event like that is training our young adults coming through the 3 schools at Canaiva, Gurrook and Edenhope, and I've always supported it. But just this year, the funding has been cut out. So after I had a talk to them, I had a very long talk, very enjoyable talk too. But I just believe this is something that we as a council have got to look into funding or help funding. This is our youth coming through, and there's not a lot of positives for youth coming through at the moment. And as I said, the worst thing you can do of a day is switch on the radio and listen to the 7 o'clock news. So I'm asking if the Shire, if the council could look immediately at providing some funding for the 2 officers that called up and had a talk to me. Obviously, this is something that's got to be done in the next very short time. But it was a great conversation I had with 2 policemen. I suppose I was doing the wrong thing. I was on an unregistered mower on the edge of the road, but that wasn't their concern.
Didn't make you blow into a little bag or anything, did they?
No, I had a couple of long necks.
Oh, that's all right. What's on the mower?
Oh, sorry, I was in that. But anyway, my point is, I firmly believe this is something that we should immediately be trying to fund because of the situation our young children are in, and also support what our local police officers are doing. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Houlihan. Item 7 is condolences. I don't believe we have any. Item 8, confirmation of the previous minutes. We'll put these together, 8.1 and 8.2.
I'm happy to move 8.1, 8.2, Mr. Mayor, as presented.
So moves. Anyone prepared to second? Second by Councillor Hobbs. Is there any discussion required? If not, put that to the vote. All in favour? That is carried. Have no business arising. We have received no notice of motion. We have no council forum record for this month. We have no deputations or petitions. We have no chief executive officer reports. We move to item 14, 14.1, community sponsorship and contribution grants application.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we've received an application for a community sponsorship and contribution grant of $1,200 from the Goroka Agricultural Pastoral Society for the running of the 136th annual Goroka Show to be held on the 3rd of October 2026. As the councillors will know, this is quite an annual occurrence that we receive these applications from all 3 shows within our Shire. It's something that we have supported in the past. The sponsorship, should the society be successful, the sponsorship would contribute to the general running costs of the event, and the application has been assessed as meeting the criteria for the grant guidelines.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Is there any questions?
I'm happy to move the motion as presented.
Tom, are you seconding the motion?
I am seconding the motion.
Does the mover wish to speak?
Just to say that I think it's very important that the Shire supports these 3 annual shows. They're a very important event within the community, and I hope that both Eden Hope and Caniva will make a grant request in the very near future.
It's already
It's in the process. Thank you, John, and we'll look forward to seeing those when they're presented. But I'm certainly happy to move this one.
Second wish to speak?
Just like to endorse Richard's remarks. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish to speak for or against the motion. If not, we'll put that to the vote then. All in favour? That is carried. Move to item 14.2, the request to utilise the Caniva Rec precinct for the Big Rings Clan Mobile Home Club.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we had a representative of the Big Rinks Clan reach out to council officers in regards to utilising the Caniva Recreation Reserve precinct for camping over the Easter weekend, so 25th to 30th of March in 2027. We have in the past, as you know, provided free camping, and where this would differ from that past offering is that these rigs are very well self-contained and quite large in size. We are however recommending that that we offer the recreation reserve for the camping at the time requested, with the CEO allowing to deem appropriate any conditions within, noting that it's probably likely to be a fire season at the time. I think that's it.
Yeah, are there any questions?
I'm happy to move the officer recommendations. Thank God I don't have laryngitis.
Is anyone prepared to second? Councillor Wade, you're seconding the motion? Nobody wish to speak?
Just to say that, further to what Dalton said, I think it's really important the council supports these ad hoc tourism opportunities. It's always good to see outside people coming into our communities, whether it's in Caniva or Edenhope or Charlie Gras or wherever, to support our local communities, to enjoy the hospitality, the sorts of facilities that we can offer. I do believe the Caniva Recreation Precinct is a perfect opportunity for them. We have a large space there. And I think it's also an opportunity for some of our community organisations and our shops to benefit from their presence during this Easter weekend. And I wish the organisers the very best and successful big rigged clan gathering. Sounds like some Highland Games, but apparently it's not.
Second, I wish to speak.
Yeah, I just think these are the opportunities that we've got to take up. It's all right to get people into your town, but if you can get them to stop and stay, they will not only spend money to start where they're staying, but they will come to your shopping area and help out the shopping side of the town. And I base that on what happened in Hallaby 5 weeks ago. They had a motorbike event, pre-1982, I think it was. They had over 200 staying in the caravan park. It was just brilliant. Booked the hall for their AGM. The pub was full, the 2 shops were full. It's a weekend like that keeps our smaller towns going for 6 months. Just the outside dollars, you've got to attract them, and that's what this weekend was about, the outside dollars. And, you know, the recreation reserve are down there doing a barbecue. They get some money out of it. Caravan park get good money out of it. But as I say, the outside dollars, they're the ones that really do count. Thank you.
Thank you. Is anyone else wish to speak for or against? Mr. Pretloff?
I'll just say something. I fully support. Yeah, it seems a long way out now, but I'm sure we'll look back and or it'll be here before we know it. But it's good to have this all confirmed so that people can work around it with the community groups like it's been mentioned. So, yeah, only positive. Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak for or against? Councillor Hobbs?
Yeah, I think this is a brilliant use of facilities. We certainly need to be rolling out the welcome mat and looking at what can we do to, assist. I think the thing with all of these events is when you look at that multiplication factor and you go, it's 40 big rigs, but then, 2 people per big rig, potentially at least, times that by 5 days, 400. So you're looking at some significant dollars that are coming into your town at and we saw that when we had the 200 caravans in town too, but supports community groups, supports businesses, and it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I want to say that as well. I noticed that this is a national group that's coming. I just hope those who are travelling from outside of Victoria are being forewarned on the state of Victorian roads. with a bit of luck, we've had a change of government by then, and rather than wasting billions of dollars going to bikies and criminals, we'll actually get some roads fixed in our state. So I look forward to them coming, and it's a great use of our facilities at the Vic Reserve.
Sorry, I just have to, this is that they're asking what the possibilities are. We're going back to them and saying, yes, we want you here, and we're going to do everything we can to get them here, but it's not guaranteed.
Oh, it's not confirmed.
No, we're certainly laying out the welcome mat, and hopefully the pothole probably does put them off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Contact them and try to get them.
Mr. Moore, wish to sum up.
No, thank you, Mr Mayor.
Put it to the vote then, all in favour. That is carried. Thank you, John. Have no items in 15. Item 16, the ceiling schedule, just for noting, 8.1, the unused road licence in the parish of Leort, if it passed in confidential, will be on the ceiling schedule. We have no late items. We have to move to confidential now. There are 2 items in confidential, being the unused road licence and the childcare fee reduction waiver for a new educator. Is anyone prepared to move the recommendation? Moved by Councillor Pretlove, seconded by Councillor Hicks. All those in favour? That is carried. Now moving into confidential. So, Alan, thank you for your attendance. We've only got 2 items in the confidential. Hopefully we can get through them quite quickly. If you want to wait outside and come back.